Good morning, guys. Mark Angelo. It's been a little while. I don't know about you, but it seems that the world is getting, or the people of the world are getting more and more bizarre. When you go to the store and you see the amount of overweight people, and I'm not just talking about 10, 15 pounds overweight. I'm talking about people that no longer look human. People that, I don't know, there's just something really strange going on. Behaviors on the road, the lack of caring. You look into people's eyes and they're like zombies. There's something truly bizarre. All you have to do is go back 10 years and relate the world how it was 10 years ago to how it is today. And there's definitely something very wrong. People have no regards for their life or the life of others. I have a feeling that we are going to be exposed, or things are going to be revealed that are going to blow people's minds. If you haven't been doing your homework, researching, digging deep into the rabbit hole, many things are going to take you by surprise. I apologize if you hear the noise. I'm waiting for Linda's getting her electrolysis done, and I sit here and wait and decided to make a video, but there's other businesses here and you could hear the noise, but hopefully it's not too disturbing. People are just not respectful of other people in ways that I've never seen before. Not to mention the increase in prices in everything from your groceries to just anything. Everything has just gone up. House prices, rents, food, everything is just, I don't know how much further humanity is going to get squeezed, how much further the owners of the world are going to continue to boil that water. But something's got to give. And once upon a time, people could put their heads in the sand and get involved in their life with their gadgets and, try to not pay attention. But it's kind of hard not to pay attention anymore. It's kind of hard not to realize that something is really off. Very off. Even in dreams. I don't know about you, if I'm the only one that's been having all these really strange dreams. It's almost like my higher self is trying to communicate with me. And obviously it's hard, you don't always remember your dreams, but it's like this, I feel like something is happening. And, nothing that your Jesus is going to be able to fix, because that's all part of the program and the plan and the lies. This has been going on for a very long time. I've put some videos and shared some videos in the past on my Facebook about the area of time where we had these really extreme different type of construction compared to the construction that we see today, and the houses and castle type looking buildings that we couldn't build now if we tried. There's a lot of that information online on YouTube and documentaries and things that you can see that people are waking up to the fact that we are not that old of a species, our particular type of species. There's been a reset, right? And I know it sounds crazy, but if you really dig deep, you're going to find that although we think we're advanced now, we were way more advanced before. But this species, extraterrestrial, interdimensional species, dumbed us down. And we hear stories of that, like in the Bible with Tower of Babel and all that. I mean, it was. I think the Bible holds some information. Not that it's a law book. Not that the God of the Bible has any clout. He's just one of a interdimensional being that is out there, as many others are, trying to take control of humanity. And, they've done a pretty good job, but follow that rabbit hole with all this, like, religious figures high up there that are pretty much like mafias, Like if you think of gang members, and all these different gang members are trying to take control of humanity. And there's just, oh man, I know I sound like a mad person, but you have to just like not believe in the little fairy tales and the little things that they've tried to program you from the time you're a little kid in school, which is another organization that was created to brainwash you, to make you just be a mindless consumer, to follow along, to get along, not to question things. But people are waking up in leaps and bounds. And there's a lot of things that are being exposed, and many more things will be exposed. But anyway, in these types of construction, a lot of them have been tried to get burnt down because they don't want you to know. Look into orphanage, a lot of orphanages in like the early 1800s, the orphan trains. Look into the mental institution. People were being placed into mental institutions when the reset was created because people were questioning the narrative, they were fighting it. It's just a lot of weird things. The Little Rascals. Watch some of those old episodes. You can get a clue what I'm talking about. We have been messed with. There's been a reset. The world as we know it is not exactly what you think it is. And it's just, I think that's one of the reasons I've just like been off the internet, because it's like when you start learning all these truths, it's really disheartening, and it's truly frustrating, to say the least, because it's like you're born into slavehood and there's not really much that you can do about it, and you're like a hamster on a wheel, and no matter how hard you try to get ahead, you could only get so far ahead, and they keep knocking you down. And when I say they, there's a bloodline. And we're just peons. We've been peons. If you look back at history, the lords, the kings, the queens, and the peasants, and how this big divide, we kind of got a little statue, a little bit of an elevation for a while, but we're being brought back down. People are getting sicker, fatter, mentally unstable. We're being poisoned by every direction. But, if everybody just continues to believe the narrative that they want you to believe and not question the truth, then obviously you're not going to find out, and you're going to continue like that little hamster in the wheel. Do your homework, do your research, find out. Listen to that inner voice. I'm sure many of you are starting to hear that inner voice that's telling you something is wrong here. Something is very wrong here. This is not the way humans are meant to live. We're not meant to be in this competitive nature, this greed, this hatred, this warring all the time. People are constantly fighting, making you believe that there's a right wing, a left wing. Both wings belong to the same bird. And none of them care about you. Anyway, that's all I'm going to ramble about that. Then and I are doing great. I'll turn 60 next week, actually. Next Sunday coming up, I turn 60. And, just trying to eat as healthy as I can. Working out still. Trying to... It's... Being out there sometimes is crazy. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say. I love you guys, but remember to always love yourselves too. Bye-bye.